And this is my friend Joanna. She has a YouTube channel called HomemakerSuzy, and it will be linked below. Cool. But this is another Crochet With Me, Chatty Crochet With Me. And then Joanna is one of my friends who crochet. And I'm only friends with people who crochet. I'm just kidding.
It's a short list.
Yeah, right? It's like 3 people. But we're going to share what we're making. And also, we're going to catch up on old, like, nostalgic things. Because we met in high school.
A long time ago.
Crazy long time ago.
Over 10 years.
Right? Oh. Your 10-year reunion is coming up, right?
This year.
It's this year. And mine was last year. Oh, and you're going to yours, aren't you?
I have to buy my ticket to get the early bird price by July.
Oh, yeah.
But it has a full bar.
That's true.
And a legit dinner.
Yeah.
And
it's
DJ.
Gonna be at, yeah, and it's going to be at, like, a popular theme park.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. She got lucky. We just had ours in, like, a little bar. I didn't go to mine, but we just had, like, ours in, like, a little bar.
I don't know.
It wasn't worth it.
Well, all our people are, like, really high achievers, so this guy is, like, a politician, so it's probably...
That's true.
Organizer is a political guy.
That's true. But I'll share what I'm making. So, this is a box, and I crocheted the outside of it. I have a couple of these. I basically bought a bunch of, like, cups for Christmas gifts, and then these were the boxes that the cups came in, and I thought they'd be cute, like, organizers for shelves and stuff. So, I don't know. I thought it was cute. So this is like a seed stitch pattern. That's what it was called online. I don't know. It's pretty cute, I thought.
I have a dishcloth in that pattern.
Oh, really?
I want to make some washcloths like that.
Yeah.
Or some little face scrubbers.
Yeah, that'd be cute. Because I just like that it's like, I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of like wavy, but not wavy like a big pattern, but it's more like every other stitch is like that. Like a short wave.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's easy pattern too.
Yeah. Yeah. It's easy to remember. You don't have to like remember something like cuz I did a chevron, but it was kind of like you had to remember where like this one. Yeah. Yeah. So then this is just like every other stitch is different.
This one you had to like pull 3 at the bottom for each side, and then you had to crochet 3 in 1 at the top, and then you had like 3 down, and so I remember all those multiples.
Yeah. It's just like when I crochet, like just like mindless, like talking while I do it, and then so something like that, like I have to concentrate, but something like this you can kind of.
Well, this one. I made at night because it was Ryan's Christmas present.
Oh, yeah.
So I could only do it at night when he was asleep. So for like an hour or 2, I'd be out here watching a movie and crocheting that. So
yeah,
I didn't have anyone to talk to.
Yeah, that's good.
It was mindless TV.
Yeah, that's good. What are you making, Joanna?
This is actually a bag. So it's not really a pattern. I just looked up on Pinterest about bags, and then I kind of pooled a bunch of ideas together. So I chained however long it is I wanted for the base, and then I double crocheted or half double crocheted on each side of it, and then it just comes back up.
I really like it.
The trick for this guy that I found out, because if you notice it kind of zigzags, so it'll be diagonal one, then diagonal the other way, is once you get to the end over here, you have to flip around and go the other side, or else your seam wraps around the outside of the bag.
That's right, you did tell me that.
That's the trick with this guy.
It's really nice. I really like that pattern.
It's just like a half double crochet.
Yeah.
Super easy.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
So we're just going to crochet, and then we'll talk about our high school stuff. So, we met in journalism, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, so we have a mutual friend. His name is Gary. And, hi Gary, if you're watching this.
He's pretty awesome.
Yeah, he is pretty awesome. But basically, the way he likes to tell it is he bullied us into being friends with him. Is that how he likes to tell it?
No.
Oh, so the way he tells it when I tell people how we met, he's like, I basically bullied you into being friends with me, because he basically was like, hey, be friends with me, until like we started talking and hanging out, which is fine. I mean, he's a really good guy.
He is a really cool guy.
Yeah.
I've seen him at like Ren fairs and stuff. He's pretty cool.
He is pretty cool.
He always likes to talk to you.
Yeah, and like so he does like
stories.
Yeah, he does always have interesting stories. And then we did color guard together, which is the other thing. She bullied me into that. I did bully her into that. There's just a lot of bullying going on in high school, you guys. Stop bullying in high... I'm just kidding. That's not a light subject, but I'm making it light. Otherwise,
you should make light of people's misery.
No. But so color guard, if you guys don't know, it's part of marching band. Yeah, and
to be fair, this is not military color guard.
No,
this is performance color guard.
Right.
Common misconception.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because people would be talking about color guard, and I'm like, I did color guard, and they're like, really? You? And I was like, don't I look like a color guard? But not military color guard.
Armed rifles were made out of wood.
Yes,
not metal. Not real rifles.
No, not
Which
real
confuses people.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
Actually.
Right? They weren't too scary, but it was like, I don't think I actually did a lot of rifling. You did it.
I did a ton of rifles.
And Steph did it.
Mm-hmm.
Our good friend Steph. Does she crochet? I don't
think she crochets. I think she does some sewing, but no crocheting.
Yeah. She used to do scrapbooking with us.
Scrapbooking, yeah. She did a lot of that. She's into like a lot of the papery, crafty stuff.
That's true.
Or like really simple felt.
Yeah.
That type of stuff.
Yeah. We used to be craft sisters, the three of us.
It's because her mom was super crafty too.
Yeah, her mom was super crafty. I think she probably still is super crafty.
Well, now she has a ton of grandkids.
Yeah. Yeah. Grandkids always make you... Kids make you crafty.
Yeah.
Right?
You're kind of forced into it.
That's true. That is true.
I don't mind that.
Yeah. So we did color guard, and it was like, I was in it with Stephanie first, and then we bullied Joanna. Poor Joanna into it. Your junior year, right?
Yeah. So I was late to the game.
Yeah. She's a year younger than me, so it was my senior year and your junior year.
Yes.
And then we bullied her into it. Our bad, Joanna.
Whatever.
But I thought it was pretty fun.
I had a lot of fun when you guys were in it, but then my senior year is kind of, because we didn't have a captain for your year.
Right.
So you guys were the captains, and you guys did the routines and everything.
Right.
But then in my senior year, we had an instructor, and then he left. He abandoned us for another school, traitor. And then Steph came and did it, but then she got really caught up at work, so then I was left doing the routine and the steps and
all by yourself.
All by myself, having only done it for a year. And then there was budget cuts, so we had to come up with our own uniforms, and we couldn't buy our flags for that year. So then someone's mom had to make them.
Yeah. And then, like, this is before YouTube got really popular, I feel like. So it's not like we could have looked up stuff online. And, yeah, it wasn't readily available. This was, 2006, 2007?
We graduated 7, so it was, like, 2005, 2006 when we were in it. And then 2006 was my last year because I graduated in 7. Because it's only the first half of the year, guys. Yeah. Unless you do winter guard.
That is true. So... we were alluding to it, but it's basically color guard. If you Google it, I'm just kidding, but it's basically you're marching with a marching band, and marching band, if you don't know, they basically make like formations on a football field, and they do it during halftime for football games, or they have like marching band competitions, which we would be a part of, and then so we'd basically be like the dancers, like
we add color to their performance.
Right.
We're like the accents. I guess the band's the main focus, but then color guard is the color for their performance. Right. So you give it the atmosphere.
Yeah.
I think one of the ones, like we did Jack Skellington, and so the band had all the music for Jack Skellington. They did all these cool props, but then the color guard actually looked like Jack and Sally.
Right.
And did everything.
Right.
So.
Yeah, and then we just, it's like, if you watch Drumline, then... it would be were there color guards in Drumline? I can't remember.
I don't think there was. I think Drumline was just focused on the drumline, and Drumline is part of marching band,
right?
But they also have their own thing.
Yeah, like we had our own thing, but we were also part of marching band. Yeah, Yeah.
So, like, Winter Guard would have its own performances, but then you'd be in the band during the fall.
Right.
So then Drumline kind of does the same thing, where they have their own competitions, but in the spring, you're all part of the marching band.
Right.
I guess that would be the best way.
Yeah. That is a good way to put it. We were like a collaborative effort with like different groups all together. Yeah.
I think that's the best way to describe marching band, actually.
A collaboration.
Because even the musicians will go and be in like jazz band, or they'll be in this performance, in the other parts of the year, but during football season and in the fall, you all are in marching band and you all go to these one competition type deals.
Right. And then we would like it would be like after school practices. Yeah. And then Stephanie and I were actually in band, so we both played flute.
That's how you guys could tell time really easily.
Yeah.
And I could not.
Oh.
Which was...
Did you not play an instrument?
I did in middle school. I played flute in middle school, but then I didn't in band because I had a ton of other classes. I was the weird kid that had like 7 classes, but I had like 2 science classes and AP English.
Yeah. Joanna was a smarty pants.
But
no, I think I only took band because I had an extra elective, and I was like, what do I do? And then one of my electives was already art, so I couldn't like do another art class, so I had to do band or... Yeah, I couldn't really do anything else. I think I was taking photography that year.
Yeah, and you could only take that for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, because that was only like 1 semester or 1 quarter.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's 1 semester.
Right.
I think.
Because I think we were in trimesters in high school? No?
We had 2.
Okay.
It was just like fall and then spring.
Okay.
But then you had like your quarter reports or something.
Right.
Or like for freshman foundations, you'd alternate between foundations and computer work.
That's right.
So for like a quarter you'd have computers, and then for a quarter you'd have foundations, and then for a quarter you'd have computers. And
Right. Yeah, because I think my art class did the same thing. Like I had computer art with like Mr. Oh, I won't say his name.
Yeah.
But I had computer art with one teacher, and then I had like fine art with like another teacher.
She was probably my favorite art teacher because she was
really?
so chill.
I liked my computer art teacher.
He was pretty awesome because I sucked at computers.
Oh.
There's a reason why I didn't major in any graphic arts, to be fair.
We all have our strengths. Joanna.
You can make a digital map now.
Yeah. See?
That's kind of art.
Yeah.
It's not.
I mean, it's a different type of art.
It's definitely different.
Yeah, and then we did a photography, right? We both took photography. Did you?
Yes.
Take it? Yeah,
I did.
And then so we live really close to San Francisco. We're in the South Bay. So we did like a outing trip to San Francisco, and we walked up to like Coit Tower, and we walked to a bunch of
the pizza
art
place,
galleries.
man.
Yeah. That was a really good pizza place. Do you remember what it was called?
It was like Golden Pizza.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That is right. Yeah, that was my first time really, like, trekking to San Francisco on my own. Because, like, I was just, what, like, 17, 18?
Yeah. That was interesting.
Yeah.
Just walking around.
Yeah, because that was my first, like, foray. And then I was like, I did not realize how steep these steps were. Or, like...
Yeah, we
like,
had to walk up to Coit Tower.
Yeah.
And if you've never been to San Francisco, like...
Hilly. Yeah. And then, like, it was so steep, they, like, oh my god, the sidewalk had, like, stairs into it. Do you remember that? And then I was like, I've never been to a city where they had stairs as part of a sidewalk. That is crazy talk. Like, that's some crazy talk right there.
San Francisco's pretty weird.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. But, yeah, Coit Tower, that was the first time I'd ever been to Coit Tower. And I don't think I've been since.
I haven't been since
either.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nobody wants to hike up there.
I know. Seriously. I think once in a lifetime, right?
Well, now I'm married to a photographer,
That's
so...
true.
Let's not mention this.
We don't talk about him. I'm just kidding.
More like I don't want to hike up there.
Yeah, I know.
I'd have to...
Has he been up there?
He might not have.
Oh.
But he has a what's it called? A professional development day is what they call it. So those SIP days in high school are really professional development. So the teachers still have to go, but they learn something.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like they have Google that they use a Google Drive for their classes. So for the last couple months, they've been having Google Classroom, so they learn how to store files and do projects and everything through
Nice.
Google, because they have a professional Google account.
Yeah, that is really cool.
Things you learn.
Yeah, because that's actually what I use in my everyday life. Because I don't really use, like, Dropbox or any of the other stuff anymore. Yeah. I just use the all-seeing eye, Google. I also have a Google phone, so.
It helps.
Yeah.
I do know.
Yeah. What else did we do in high school? I went to your high school graduation.
You did.
Yeah.
I remember I went to yours too, and your grandma, we huddled under the umbrella because it was so sunny that day.
Oh, yeah.
And she didn't want me to get burned.
That was so nice
She was
of her.
just like, no, come here. So I, because my parents didn't really know anyone else there, but I had a bunch of friends in your class.
That's right.
Because our classes were really kind of
They were really
intermingled.
tight, yeah.
It was weird. It wasn't like, oh, those seniors, oh, those juniors. No, we were really, like, together. I think that was one of the first years that was like that, though, because I remember the seniors before you guys were, like...
Kind of douchey.
Not
Yeah.
just kind of.
Yeah.
I got kicked off a table once.
Are you serious?
For sitting at the senior table.
I didn't know that.
My freshman year. They're like, you're a freshman, you can't sit here. And I was like...
Wow. That's really funny because I feel like, yeah, because I was going to say, I feel like our class didn't really do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I don't think your class really did that either.
We were pretty chill. I mean, I think we were just over it because we had gotten put through 2 years of that, and we were just like, this is dumb.
Yeah.
But I remember our class being super cool because we elected actually one of the special needs kids as our prom king.
Oh,
Did
I
you
didn't know that. No.
Yeah, so I don't know if you had him in any's class, and I won't say his name, but he was a super nice guy who was really hard to understand. He had ADD, and he had speech issues, and physically he didn't look normal.
Right.
But he got put on the ballot, and then he got to be prom king. It was really cool.
Nice.
It was at Bullwinkle's.
Oh, nice. I didn't know you had your prom at Bullwinkle's.
It was when it was that nightclub. So remember, Bullwinkle's closed, and that was the nightclub, and our class had this total, but it was Bullwinkle!
Yeah.
So we had this kind of crisis, because we were the millennial kids.
Right.
That,
Because now it's not even like the
It's
nightclub anymore. It's like a dialysis thing, right?
yeah, it's like a dialysis center and like a physical therapy or something.
Oh, right.
So it's like split up, but it's nothing now.
Yeah, wow, you guys were really lucky because I was really close to the high school. Yeah, wow.
I was playing parking.
Yeah.
They
That
had
parking
really
lot was
canceled.
dead for a while, and now it's really busy.
Because we have the grocery store, we have all the little eateries,
Yeah.
and then that place. And now that the new Kaiser's up. Then,
Yeah, that's true.
Because it used to be just vacant and construction.
That's true, that's true.
They really built up this area. I don't
Yeah.
know how much you like it.
Yeah, that's another topic for another day.
Yeah.
Because I was just telling one of my friends that I don't like it either. Yeah. Right. What other clubs were you in high school?
I was in a ton of clubs.
I was going to say you were part of the Disney Movie Club, Joanna.
I was.
So, I guess, so Stephanie, right, pre-mentioned Stephanie, she and I started the Disney Movie Club, and all we would it was just the three of us, right?
We just talk about movies.
Oh, three of us, and then one of the guys from
Was Gary
band? No, I think it was Robbie. Do you remember Robbie? Doesn't matter. We started a Disney Movie Club, and then it was basically us playing Disney trivia, like, all club time, and then it was, like, once a week on Wednesday or something like that. It was, you know, we were just hanging out and having fun.
That was pretty fun.
I should start putting that on my resume, you guys.
Sometimes, depending on the job, I was the president of a bunch of clubs, because I was.
Mhm.
I was the president of the photography club for 2 years. So what else? I was in a lot of clubs. I think freshman year I was in the most amount of clubs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I was in the KSA, the Korean Student Association.
I mean, doesn't she look Korean?
I had someone say that to me.
Really?
I had the sweatshirt. I still have it somewhere. And it said KSA, and they were like, I didn't know you were in the KSA. And I was like, oh, yeah, like, oh, you don't look Korean. And I was like, oh, can't you tell? Ha ha ha. And they're like, oh yeah, a little around your eyes. Like, seriously. Like, oh yeah. And I was like, I'm not. Like, I'm
You're
not.
like, I was just joking. It was a joke.
I was the only white person in that club, and I was a representative for student council meetings.
Oh, that makes sense.
If that says anything. See, I was in that. I was in Interact. I was in Link Crew.
Oh.
I was in Link Crew for 3 years.
Wow. Explain what Link Crew is, because I don't know if anyone else has that.
So Link Crew, I don't know if anyone else has it. It's not just at our high school. It's at a bunch of high schools. So Link Crew is, I think the best way is like, hence its name, it's a link between the older students and the younger students. So basically the juniors and seniors would mentor a group of kids. So they would, for freshman orientation, have a group of kids, and they go through a bunch of exercises for self-esteem and going through high school, and then you'd have your buddy group for that year, and you'd kind of just check in on them. If you saw them in the hallway, you'd say hi to them. If they asked you to do something, you try to help them out, or if they had problems with a class or another student, you just kind of be there for them.
Yeah. That might have been the other reason why our two, like, classes weren't really, like, senior oriented. Like, there was Link Crew, and then you didn't really pay attention to, like, classes and years and stuff.
Didn't care. But I was in it for 3 years, so typically you are, like, a link for, I mean, that's
what they called it.
A younger kid is a link, and so you'd have this, like, chain of links, so. Typically you just be in your junior and senior year, but I was in it for my sophomore year, and so the difference would be that I would just help the older kids, mostly. So when we had back to school night, a Link Crew person would be in the halls guiding parents or other students to the different classes they need to get to.
That's right.
And so that's what I did for 3 years. I was in the photo club probably for 4 years, maybe. And then I was in the KSA just for the 1 year. I was in the Celtic Club for 2 years.
Oh yeah, I forgot there was a Celtic Club.
I was in the Celtic Club.
I was in GSA, Gay Straight Alliance.
I think I was in it, but I, like, never went to the meetings.
Yeah, I don't know if there really was, like, I don't remember much about GSA at all.
I feel like their shirts were the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Because we'd wait, like, all year for the shirts, because they were super cool.
They were always cool. I think, actually, photography club was why we went to Coit Tower, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So it was my junior year, I think your senior year we did that, and then the following year we went to San Francisco, but then a bunch of people that were supposed to come didn't come, and so it was like getting rides up. San Francisco was difficult, but it was a lot of fun. So we went to the old arcade, we went to the wharf. We didn't go to Coit Tower because we did that the previous year, but we just walked around San Francisco, around the wharf, and took pictures.
Nice.
That was cool. Had lunch there. It was nice.
Nice.
So I did that. I did breaking down the walls.
Oh yeah.
So I did that. So basically that's suicide, depression, mental health awareness. So the first year I was just a participant, because you'd separate it out. It was like a 2 or 3 day thing, and then each student went in a different group. Right. And
I do remember that. Yeah. I remember that. Because I remember there used to be, do you remember when they did like I guess it was like an assembly on the football field, and there was like a crashed car? Do you remember that?
That was for MAD, Moms Against Drunk Driving. So that was a separate thing. Right. And I do remember it because I saw it twice, because they do it every 2 years.
Oh, really? Because I only remember seeing it like once.
Or maybe it's every 4 years. But because of the way it was done, so I had it my first year, and then I had it my last year.
Oh, okay.
So only seniors participate in it, and it's, if you don't know what MAD is, it's Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Yeah. And so they partner up with the local hospital and everything. I had some friends that participated in it.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. it was really crazy. So when I did it as a freshman, I only saw the car crash and the announcement and that assembly. But in my senior year, we got taken into the gym. And so they read out, let's see, what did they read out? First they had the parents read it out. So the parents had to think this over. It was a night they were separated. So the kids got put up in a hotel and the parents got called, like, oh, your son or daughter has been in a car accident. And they're pre-warned, but you still get that call and you're like, oh my God.
Right.
And so they had to write a letter to their kids thinking about this. And then the kids had to write a letter to their parents. And then they read it out loud at this assembly. And you're just like bawling.
Yeah, no. It wasn't a happy assembly.
It was not.
It was pretty depressing.
Because
It
had
like,
a purpose.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely, I mean, I would never drive drunk anyway, but, like, it was a pretty, like, sobering assembly. Yeah. Especially, like, basically they had the crash car and they would simulate, like, 2 cars crashing, and they would take you out in the field and they would simulate, like, people getting CPR and stuff, and like Joanna said, it was basically, like, seniors who were doing this, so it was people you knew and recognized, and you were like, they're not gonna make it. Like, they were saying, like, oh, this person isn't gonna make it, or, you know, whatever. Like, I think usually one person died.
There's one DOA.
Right.
I think there's, like, 3 people or something.
Oh, okay.
So there's, like, the person that's dead on the scene.
Right.
There's the person that's DOA at the hospital. And then there's usually 1 or 2 people that are just, like, in a coma. They have...
Right.
They're severely injured, but they're not dead.
Yeah, that was a pretty sobering experience.
And then in the assembly, they show you that footage of them going... It's pre-filmed.
Yeah.
And it has makeup and it's very realistic.
Yeah.
Going through the hospital and doing that stuff. And I think someone ends up in jail and they spend a night in jail because of it.
That's right. Yeah, so it's
a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot. What other stuff were there? We had, like, rallies?
We had a ton of rallies. I helped build our freshman float.
Oh, yeah.
I have pictures from that.
Oh, jeez.
We had sleeping
You were
bags.
super active during high school. I was not. We did do color guard. Or winter guard. Oh, you weren't in it. No. So I did winter guard one year. That was my first year doing color guard. So that was my sophomore year. And that was when we still had an instructor. Yeah. So our first year we had an instructor, and then we did winter guard, and that was such a, like, crazy...
It's so quick.
Yeah. It was like a 5-minute... It was probably, like, less than 5 minutes. And then we each had, like our own solo. We did, like, a routine. Yeah. Our theme was, like, rock and roll. And we got to pick the songs that was in it. That was pretty cool.
I had no choice over songs and marching.
No, you don't get a choice.
No, you don't get a choice. It's the director's choice and that. I do remember, because I was in journalism the second half of my freshman year, and I think I knew of you guys because of Winter Guard and because of a certain assembly.
Oh, really?
With your flagpoles.
Yeah.
I think you know which one I'm referring to.
They said it was provocative, but I didn't think it was that provocative.
It was high school. It was not that provocative.
No. And then, like...
You were fully clothed. I mean, you couldn't see anything.
We were wearing band t-shirts, so mine was, like, Kiss. And then... Or no, sorry.
I thought you guys were in suspenders.
We were in suspenders, but we had band t-shirts under it. And then... Sorry, I'm chewing on a cough drop. But, it was basically, like, we had our poles, like, between our legs, and then we just, like...
Rotated
and then... People were like, "Oh, that's really too provocative," and I was like, "Really?"
We had an article about it in the paper.
Yeah, we did.
It was
because I was in journalism during that time, and I was like, "Really?" And then there was like,
you were pissed.
I wasn't super pissed, but I was like,
you were
like serious. Yeah, because I was like, seriously.
Anytime I got brought up, it was just like,
yeah. Look, Joanna has a kitty.
She's making a guest appearance.
Yay.
She doesn't crochet though.
No. So you're not allowed to be in this video.
But she is chatty.
Aww.
Bye.
it could be a catty crochet video. I guess we'll stop there, you guys. I'll show you what I made. I did a couple rows of this, and then I changed colors in the middle of that. That's why I kept bending down, because I had to get my other ball of yarn.
She's got too many balls.
Yeah, that's true.
I just added like a row. It's just half double crochet. It's not a real pattern.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
I won't bother with that.
Yeah. The thing I like about crocheting is, like, you get to do it for, like, hours on hours, and then, like, you kind of realize, like, after you do all that, you're like, oh, look at the progress I made. And, I don't know. Excuse me.
Definitely. I like it when I'm doing a blanket, but when I get to the end of the blanket and the progress isn't as noticeable, I'm like,
yeah, that's true.
it's discouraging.
It is discouraging.
It does take a long time. So if you ever get a crochet gift or anything, realize it probably took hours to do it.
Yeah.
Plus the materials.
Yeah. Like, I'll make little, like, amigurumi, like, toys. That little thing will probably take me 4 hours.
Oh, yeah. Depending on the complexity of the pattern.
Yeah.
For Christmas, my dad, do you know the claymation? He found an amigurumi set kit. So
nice.
there's, like, enough yarn to make 2 of the characters. It's like Rudolph and Santa.
Oh, nice.
But then it has the pattern and the hooks and everything for the rest of the characters.
That's really cute. There was, like, a Star Wars one that was really popular, too. I got it for Christmas.
You did?
Yeah.
Because I remember I sent you a picture from, like, Costco.
Yeah, you did. That's why I was like, how did it? And then I didn't buy it because I assumed I was going to get it for Christmas, and I kind of technically did. So, it all worked out, you guys.
Yeah.
But we'll leave it there. Thank you, everyone, if you watched the whole thing in its entirety. And thank you for listening to us, like,
ramble.
Yeah, about our nostalgic high school experience. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And be sure to subscribe to Joanna's video. We just made granola.
We did.
I can't wait to
Make
eat
it with me Monday.
Yeah. Bye, everyone.